All right, thank you, Venti viewers, for coming back to another video on the channel. So first of all, let me say I'm very happy and proud of all the just positive comments and everything that everyone has been posting. I haven't really seen any negative things, which has been fantastic. So I appreciate that. Let's keep it going. And if you see what you like in this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. We were trying to get to 100 followers by the end of 2021, and we easily beat that. So here's to another 900. Okay, so today we are talking about this thing. This is an iPhone. It does ProRes video recording, and it has become a big tool for me as a content creator, and I'm sure all of you as well, because it is the #1 most used camera on the planet. Let's be real. It's got computational photography. It does ProRes raw footage. It does raw images. It's absolutely fantastic. So if you're trying to build your own brand as a content creator, why would you not take the time and effort and edit the footage you get from this little thing right here to make it look as good as possible? I don't know about you, but I would personally never upload raw files, photos, or videos from any of my cameras to social media. So if you aren't really willing to put in the time and effort into making this footage look as great as possible on the iPhone, then what are you really doing? You're here to take the time to perfect your craft because you want to be better than everyone else, because there is so much noise out there and you're trying to make your content stand out. So why would you not take the time and effort into editing your footage from your iPhone? That being said, let's dive in. Okay, so we are in Final Cut Pro. I have my footage here. It looks great, right? He's running down this very dusty path. So let's trim it a little bit. Do 17 seconds. Let's put it down here in the timeline. Now, what you'll notice immediately is it looks completely and utterly blown out. This is because the iPhone shoots in HDR. So we need to add an HDR tool to this footage to make it look like it did out of the iPhone. So to do that, we're gonna go over here and we're gonna bring up our effects tab here. And I'm gonna go to video and I'm just gonna search HDR. So here's our HDR tools. We're gonna drop that on our iPhone footage. Now there's still one more thing that we need to do. We need to go up here. So we're taking it from HLG, which is what the iPhone shoots in, to Rec 709 standard definition. So Rec 709 is all the classic color coding. So we're just gonna pop that on there. And now we have our normal looking iPhone footage, and it's great. So let's play it. Yeah, it looks fantastic. Okay, so that takes care of getting it back to normal. So now we're gonna go over here to our color corrections, and overall the exposure looks pretty good. I like to maybe have a little bit more shadows in mind, and I wanna warm everything up a bit. So I'm just gonna warm it up. Now I'm gonna go down here to Hue Saturation Curves. So what this does is it lets me select specific colors on this footage and edit just that specific color. So we're gonna go to Hue versus Hue, and it's gonna bring up this droplet here, and I'm gonna affect this blue color right here. Now me personally, I like a little teal and orange, so I'm gonna take this center circle and see what it's doing. Making it, I mean, we can go to the extreme, that's too much. Probably right about there, right? So this is the before, and that's the after, just to kind of make that sky a little bit more towards the teal instead of so blue. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put two little dots here on the Luma versus saturation. And what that's going to do is that's going to make my blacks look super, super black, right? So we're just going to bring that down a little bit, and on this side we're going to bring that down all the way as well. So this is what we started with, right? Super blown out. This is what we have now. It's looking good. So I'm gonna go back down here and I'm gonna search teal and orange. Now I personally love the built-in teal and orange setting of Final Cut Pro that Apple puts in. So we're gonna just drag that onto our footage. Now you notice our blacks look really black. It's a little dark, it kind of messes with it. So a good rule of thumb over here, if we look, we don't want our highlights to go above 100, and we don't want our shadows to go below 0, which we can definitely tell our shadows are below 0 here. So we're gonna go to color board. We're gonna go back to our exposure. I'm gonna bring the highlights down a bit, and I'm gonna bring the shadows up. Right about, maybe right there. Let's mess with the midtones a bit. Done. And we'll bring the highlights down a bit. There we go. So this is what we started with. This is what we have now. I think it looks great, very cinematic. I'm thinking maybe that the ground is a little too greenish for me. I might want to make it a little bit more orange. So we're going to go back to our original hue, saturation, and curves, and we're going to go to hue versus saturation. And we're going to click anywhere here. And now you can see if I adjust that, see how it desaturates only the orange or it oversaturates the orange. We're going to find probably right there looks pretty good. So this is what we had. It's very subtle, but yeah, that's looking nice. I love the dust being picked up in the camera on the lens. Okay, that's it. Short, sweet, to the point. Just a really quick video on how to color edit your iPhone footage. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.